All right, let's start with something that'll melt your brain. Neutron stars. You've heard of them, right? When a massive star explodes in a supernova, its core collapses into this ridiculously dense object. Like, picture stuffing Mount Everest into a city block. Yeah, that dense. But here's the crazy part. They spin. Fast. Like, up to 43,000 times a minute fast. That's over 700 times a second. Just to compare, your average kitchen blender spins at maybe 300 to 500 RPM. This is faster than a dentist's drill, and way more dangerous. Scientists call these rapidly spinning neutron stars pulsars, and they shoot out beams of radiation that sweep across the cosmos like cosmic lighthouses. If Earth happens to line up with one, we actually see that beam flash on a regular pulse. Pretty awesome, and slightly terrifying. Okay, this next one sounds like a frat party in the sky. Did you know there's a massive cloud of alcohol floating in space? Yup, actual ethyl alcohol, the same stuff in your favorite cocktail. It's called Sagittarius B2, and it's hanging out near the center of our galaxy, about 10,000 light years away. It's got enough alcohol to produce, get this, 400 trillion pints of beer. That's enough for every person on Earth to have, well, too many. Now, before you pack your bags, this alcohol isn't drinkable. It's mixed with all kinds of nasty space chemicals. Still, makes you wonder what else is out there floating around, right?
Okay, picture this. A region of space so empty, it's actually called the Bootes Void, also known as the Great Nothing. Sounds like something out of a horror movie, right? It's a giant cosmic void, about 330 million light years across, and it contains almost no galaxies. That's wild considering most of the universe is packed with stars and galaxies like sprinkles on ice cream. We're talking about one of the largest known voids in the universe, and scientists still aren't entirely sure how it formed. It's like the universe just forgot to build anything there. Creepy. And kind of beautiful in a lonely, unsettling way.
Let's talk about a planet that nobody is vacationing on. HD 189733b. Sounds like a password, I know, but this planet is metal, literally. It's got winds blasting at over 5,000 miles per hour. That's faster than a speeding bullet. But here's where it gets nuts. It rains glass. Not water, not acid, actual molten glass. And thanks to those insane winds, it rains sideways. So imagine standing in a hurricane, except instead of water, you're being shredded by glass traveling faster than a jet plane. Hard pass.
Saturn's moon Titan is like Earth's evil twin. It has rivers, lakes, clouds, even rain. But none of it's water. It's liquid methane and ethane, super cold hydrocarbons that would freeze your face off in seconds. What's wild is that it even has shorelines and waves. You could take a boat out on a methane lake, assuming your boat doesn't instantly crack in the minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit weather. Oh, and don't breathe. The air is toxic. Still, Titan is weirdly Earth-like in structure, so scientists are keeping a close eye. And here's one that always gets people. Space has a smell. Yep. Astronauts say when they come back in from a spacewalk and open the airlock, their suits and gear smell like burnt steak, or welding fumes, or even gunpowder. Apparently, high-energy particles in space interact with oxygen in the airlock to create these really distinct smells. So space isn't just silent and deadly, it's got a barbecue vibe too. Who knew? Okay, so the sun seems huge, right? It's massive enough to fit 1.3 million Earths inside. But compared to UY Scuti, the largest known star, the sun is like a ping pong ball next to a hot air balloon. UI Scuti is over 1,700 times wider than our sun. If it were placed at the center of our solar system, it would swallow up Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and possibly even Jupiter. You wouldn't even see the rest of the solar system. It'd just be star. So next time you think you've got a big ego, just remember, UI Scuti is literally flexing on our whole solar system. All right, get ready to break the bank with this one. There's a planet out there called 55 Cancri E, and scientists believe it might be mostly diamond. Yeah, an entire planet with a carbon-rich core compressed under extreme pressure, just sparkling out there in space, like the universe's most over-the-top engagement ring. It's twice the size of Earth and way hotter. Surface temps can hit 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. They estimate its diamond value at something like $26.9 non-alien dollars. That's 26.9 followed by 30 zeros. So technically, if you own it, you're richer than every civilization in human history combined. Not that you could ever spend it. Remember the movie Interstellar? That scene where they spend an hour on the planet and come back to the ship and it's been like 23 years? That's actually based on real physics. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, time moves slower in stronger gravitational fields. So near a black hole where gravity is off the charts, time literally slows down compared to everywhere else. If you parked your ship near the event horizon of a black hole for what felt like 5 minutes, and then flew back to Earth, decades or even centuries might have passed. It's basically time travel. Just, one way and insanely risky. Saturn's rings seem ancient, right? Like they've been circling the planet forever. But scientists now think they're actually younger than the dinosaurs, only around 100 million years old. That means when T-Rex was stomping around Earth, Saturn didn't have rings. They might have formed from a shattered moon or comet, and get this, they could be temporary. Some models say the rings might vanish in another 100 million years. So we're living in this lucky cosmic moment where Saturn is at its most Instagrammable. All right, this one's a head trip. A day on Venus is longer than a year. No joke. Venus rotates so slowly that it takes 243 Earth days to complete one spin on its axis. But it only takes 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. So if you lived on Venus, you'd literally celebrate a new year before the sun rises again. That's like eating birthday cake before breakfast. Bonus weirdness? Venus rotates backwards compared to most planets. Retrograde and fabulous. You'd think the coldest spot in the universe would be in deep space, right? Like far from any star. But nope. The current record goes to a lab on the International Space Station. NASA's Cold Atom Lab has cooled atoms down to 100 billionths of a degree above absolute zero. That's colder than outer space itself. They use lasers and magnets to freeze atoms into a state called a Bose-Einstein condensate, where atoms basically stop behaving like individual particles. It's science magic. And it's happening just 250 miles above our heads. Say hello to K2141b, a planet so extreme it basically makes Mordor look like a spa resort. This world is tidally locked, meaning one side always faces its star and the other side is stuck in eternal darkness. The hot side? It's a lava ocean with temperatures hitting over 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Rock literally evaporates into the atmosphere and then rains back down as molten rock. A lava rain cycle. Yeah, it's basically a sci-fi death metal album turned into a planet. From diamond planets to cosmic barbecue smells, space keeps proving that truth is way stranger than fiction. Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Hit the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more cosmic weirdness.